Welcome to all of you. It's a daily review. Now, let's start here. So, you see this drone here? Well, basically, this guy here wants to divert billions from foreign aid budget to pay for spies, drones, and cyber weapons. So instead of giving money to countries where they're starving, maybe they've had earthquakes or floods, he wants to use it for spies, drones, and cyber weapons. At least they're being honest with you and telling you what they want. And this ties in with things that people like G Truth have been saying. If pupils cannot attend school because they or their parents are following clinical and public health advice, they will not be punished and the school will be expected to provide remote learning. Okay, so people like G Truth have been talking about remote learning for a while now, so that backs it up. Have you ever seen this been done? I've seen people's children being blurred out, but I've never seen emojis been put on like that. I don't know what you guys think about that. Do you remember that Boston Dynamics robot dog that was in Singapore and it was telling people to social distance? It had a recorded message saying, social distance, da da da. Well, what they're doing now is they're mounting it with a tablet and 4 cameras, and it helps patients and doctors discuss symptoms and take measurements without having to make contact. Yeah? So it will be controlled by the doctors using a handheld device. So it just means that a doctor and a patient have no need to come into contact. Yeah, do you see what I mean? And then the coronavirus, Uber to require some passengers submit face mask selfies. Passengers will have to prove they are wearing a face mask before boarding. God, they're really pushing that, aren't they? This Canada's chief medical officer has said, skip kissing and consider wearing a mask when having sex to protect you from catching the coronavirus. Oh my God. And then look at this, a queue of teachers in Spain to be tested for COVID-19. Look at them. God almighty. This here is the co-founder of Extinction Rebellion, who's supposed to be, oh yeah, we're like rebels, yeah, we're the rebellion. But you're wearing a face shield, which is basically what the government want you to wear, you weirdo. You're not even wearing a mask face covering, you're wearing a bloody face shield. If anyone's a shield, it's you, my love. Matt Hancock claims that if a new £500 million mass testing regime works, then the UK could get the happy and loving festivities they long for. Oh my God, shut up. So basically this guy's saying, if you do what we say and you test yourself for a non-existent virus, yeah, you might get a nice happy Christmas. Shut up, man. Again, back to Extinction Rebellion, they do stuff like glue their hands to the pavement outside Parliament and lock themselves up to a bus and all this rubbish. And they're doing 10 days of protests consecutively, and that annoys me because we only did one as anti-lockdown. A couple in the USA having a wedding via Zoom in a scene that could be repeated in the UK under plans to cope with a future pandemic. God. Diarrhea, vomiting and stomach cramps should be official symptoms of coronavirus in children. So now they're adding more and more symptoms. This time they're describing it to do with children because they want the children and the young to be the ones who are supposedly carrying the virus now. Look, see, it ties in with exactly what I just said. Leeds is on brink of lockdown. Nearly 500,000 people in city face restrictions as infections rise while council leader blames young people for spreading COVID. Okay, 22 schools have been shut down in France due to coronavirus cases. Okay, another one. Then this one's quite funny. George Washington University professor admits she has been pretending to be black. Yeah, you heard me. And basically it comes out that she is actually a white Jewish woman. Okay, so that's interesting. Boris Johnson's spokesman refuses to say if the PM broke social distancing rules at meeting with 50 Tory MPs. So again, we know they don't stick to it because they know it's a load of rubbish. They just have to convince the majority of the people that it isn't. Gatherings of more than 30 people are illegal. Breaking the rules could cost you thousands. So that's what Downing Street posted on Twitter on the same day that they had a meeting of all those 50 politicians in a room, yeah? The UK police deal with thousands of potential COVID-19 quarantine breakers, so they're not looking for drug dealers or anything like this, or paedophiles. Police forces across the country are dealing with thousands of potential violations of quarantine rules involving holiday makers who may not be self-isolating after trips abroad. Oh, shut up. Spain again. The regional governor of Madrid has announced that no more than 10 people will be allowed to meet indoors from Monday. Yeah? Indoors. Well. I believe there's some protests, or anyway some meetings tomorrow in London, so get to that if you can. It's been a long, hard week. Pat yourself on the back. We made it through. Congratulations. You made it through another week in Zombieland. Take care. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll be back with more videos very soon, probably tomorrow. Take care. Peace.